Hello and welcome back to our channel where we speak all about futures and the analysis, the technical analysis to make sure that, anybody that really understand what exactly type of analysis to look for and they make it as a habit, they can really trade from anywhere they are in the world. So we will speak about the futures analysis right now on the platinum, okay? And we just will go over the chart and analyze that. So what I will do right now, I will share my screen. Okay, I will share my screen and will show you basically what we need to start to look at. So right away, you can see I had those analyses already done before, but right now we will erase everything and start again. You can see here that the BADJ was not on, I believe, at the time when we did the chart. As you can see, right, it wasn't on, so that's good. Okay, and basically now when it's on, you can see everything is off. It's not touching pretty much any of the lines. So it's important to make sure that we have that off when we are charting that. Okay. Also, we will remove the moving daily averages. Okay, and we basically will delete all of our drawings. Also, one thing that is important to know, because some people are charting on the phone, some people charting with a laptop. Okay, but always important to make sure that you have a mouse that you can draw with. Will make your life so much easier for drawing purposes and analysis. Okay, so the ticker is PL1. Now if you are let's say an example, looking to trade that and you are going to do the order on your broker account, you need to make sure that you pick the one that is the right one for that contract. How you do that, also very important lesson, to make sure that you are not doing the wrong thing, because then if you saw one of the videos that we did introduction to future, okay, if you have one of the contracts that moved, okay, and you bought it and literally a day or two or the same day it closes, okay, what happened? You will have either cash settlement or you will have physical settlement delivered to your house. So we don't want that. So how you do that? Okay, you basically go to one contract, okay, one ticker, which will be 1 month of the year, which will be this one, June. Okay, and what you do then, you look at, okay, let's see here, there is no volume. Okay, so you go on a daily basis and you look here if there is any volume. Okay, so here was very little, very little. Okay, you can see that it's very low volume. So when you go on your broker account, okay, you don't buy on June. Okay, what you want to do, you want to go and check the next one. You have July. So on July, on a daily basis, we have 37,031. So it's not bad, right? 30, 37, 31. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to make sure that this July will be the most accurate. So we have to check August as well. Okay, so August, we will see it's still pending. So it's not yet to be traded on August. Okay, just for the extra security sake. Okay, what I'm doing also, I'm going to check September. There is nothing as of yet. Okay, phenomenal. So why why am I checking an additional month? It's very important because sometimes what you will see that certain contracts are traded on 3 months, actually, like this one. You see it's October, November, December within the same contract. So you want to make sure that it's all of a sudden not taking the following month, and some people are just mistaking trading on the wrong contract. Okay, so what we do now, we basically will start with our analysis here. Okay, and we want to start with monthly contracts first. Okay, we want to start with monthly. We see that the lowest it was at 268, so we will not bother on that. Okay, that's the lowest. It's not gonna get there anytime soon, in my opinion. Okay. Um, so what we want to do, we want to look for the trend line. Okay, so we have a trend line. We can start from here to here. Actually, this trend line worked out phenomenally last month. So that's very good. Okay, to see that worked out very well. And then we want to see from the bottom. Okay, from the bottom, we can check. Also, we have a very good one here. Okay, now that we have those two, what we want to do, actually, it's almost hit it. It didn't even hit properly on this one. So what I want to do here then, I want to take that here. And you will see that it's exactly hit, but here it will be more accurate. Here almost hit as well. So then what I will do, I will drag that here and drag that here as well. So we are having here the 50% Fibonacci, which is great. Okay, so we have the 50% Fibonacci. Now what we want to do, you can see it crossed through, closed, and then testing that, and yet respecting this line very well. So in theory, right here, you can still play long, targeting whatever area of your desire. It might come to this area, okay? But we cannot do just trade based on that. And in one of my videos, I will be sharing a very, very great lesson I had this last week from my mentor and from my own experience. So I will be sharing that with you. So what I will want to do, I will want to look for a zone more or less in this area from, like somewhere that within the $200 range. Okay, like it's very large range that we have here. We don't need to go all the way back to last, another few years back. Okay, so we are looking now for supply and demand. We can also look actually first. Actually, let's look for supply and demand, and then we'll look for support and resistance. Okay, so what we are looking, this is an okay zone, but it's not with as high probability as we will want to see. Mhm. Okay, so we want to look for supply and demand. We look at different time frames, right? So we can see here there is an okay zone, okay, but the what you call the VIC is on the top, so we need it to be from the bottom. We will not mark that, okay. Then same here, the base was fairly large, It can work, but lower probability. I want to look for better zones. Better zones. Better zones. Six 6 hours. This one is not very bad, but we'll see. We'll see what we are thinking about that. Okay, so this is 6 hours. I just will put that since we're here already. So this is 6 hours. Okay. That's 6 hours. We have 4 hours. Hmm, One moment, let's see. So yeah, like you can see, there is great continuation. Location wise, it's okay. And only thing that I don't like here, this Vic is a bit larger on the bottom and a little weak here, which we prefer something of that sort. But no big deal. Let's continue looking as we mentioned. This one is not good for us because of this large Vic on the bottom. Yeah. Uh, yeah, that was interesting. 4 hours. No good. Let me see if we have anything here. We have this one I like. I just don't like one thing that is within the move to the downside, but I like it overall. Right? It's three. I like this zone more than that, I will be honest. Okay, nice. Mm, Okay, so not good for us in this area. Okay, so it is important to mention that we are not looking to trade only of supply and demand. Okay, so here also very good thing to mention. You can see how it went from balance market, okay, balance market to imbalance. So that's a very, very, very important thing to mention because many times people are not very familiar with that, and then they end up not doing very well in certain markets. Okay, so look here also, it was more or less balanced, right? Then it got out of the zone and created here a new bounce. So you should exit right away if you are seeing that it's getting into a bounce zone. At the end of the day, it's you versus you, not you versus anything. So it's very important. Okay. So then you see there is a massive sell off. You enter when the bounce finishes, when it's getting into the inbounds movement, and you can put the stop loss above that, and then you have very good returns. So yes, now we're looking at the half of the day, which is basically 23 hours that the market is open. So we are looking dividing 23 hours divided by 2, 690, and we are looking for those zones. Okay, it's very similar to 12 hours, but still it's not the same. So we are looking for that. We don't have anything. We go to the 90 minutes. I don't see anything in here. No, nothing in 90 minutes. And what's important, some people think, oh, you should look at certain hours, certain minutes. You can look at all time frames. You can create even your own time frames if you wish, and you can analyze based on that. So let's say some people look even as low as 5 minutes. You will see that. I don't do that, but you definitely can. So what are we looking at? We are looking for a zone in this area. You can see this one actually played out very well at the high 1 to 3, and then drop, touch the zone again, and drop massively. And then what happened here? It touched and rejected and like worked out very well. So you see here we actually have a nice zone as well. Fairly, the only thing is a fair, like not as much of a drop in that candle. So I don't like it as much, but no problem. We'll highlight that as well. It's 45 minutes. We highlight that in red. Let's see, 30 minutes. So that's better for me actually. 30 minutes. I like the 30 minutes more. Better base. Look at the size. The comparison, very nice. Like it. Like it. Like it. Okay. Then we have this one here, but I don't know if I like that as much. If I play here long, I would need to see, like by the trend line will give me a lot more confidence in that. So in theory, what I will do, I will put something in here to look. Once it's in this area, I will be able to possibly take a short with a very tight risk to reward. You can see actually. I think I will need to share my screen differently, but I just will mention for PL. I believe it's $100 a point, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. This is micros. So PL. So PL. Let's see. Platinum. Platinum. Let's see. Platinum. Plati- So platinum, it's $50 a point, and we get physical delivery. So that's not something we will want unless you want it. Then you can buy at certain price, sell it in the future for more. Okay. So platinum, it's $50 a point. So we can have 2 points as a risk to reward. And it moves based on 10 cents, $5 a tick. I believe that we have a mini micro version of that as well. Sorry, let me just see here. Yeah, let me see. I just want to see if we have mini micro PL. I don't know if we have micro PL, but I will check more about that. And if anything, I put that in the description below. But this is basically what we want to see. So in theory, we can have one and drop. Okay. So basically, we have here multiple of confirmation. One will be, you know, it will be right before the high where it went low, went higher, and then lower. So it's before that high. If it's gonna break that, then we have a high probability that it will come here and maybe then drop. So what happened? That's why you want to make sure that you're risking same amount as you would risk at the other trades. Okay, so that's one. Second, what happened? Basically, we have if it comes here and then drops, we have the next confirmation that it's above the 50% Fibonacci here. Okay, so we can play short. And the third, basically, that we're at the zone. Now, what we can do also, which we didn't as of yet, we go to a daily, okay, and we didn't put yet support and resistance line. Okay, so just what we can do here. So one like that. So while like that, we can see it works fair here. Let's see. This area actually two. So you can see one broke below, above, respected in this area fairly, and here too you can see, and then look here how it actually will play phenomenal with exactly what I was looking at, which is this high, as I was using that as per confirmation. So we can use that. So basically you can see it's also very close here to support and resistance line, and actually it's within the zone, so we are giving a bit of cushion if we are putting the stop loss up above a bit. Okay, so that's one, two, three confirmations for potential drop with the PL here. I have my alert here, so we are good, and we can go to and next ones, which I believe PA will be an additional as a confirmation with that. So if there is a lot of things that correlate with what I saw on the PL, then we can have that as an additional confirmation. Okay. So what I will do also, actually, what I didn't mention, sorry, it's we can look here on the what you call this. Actually, I believe silver should be with that as well, because you can see it's similar icons. So I like to believe that it's for a reason, and they correlate somehow. So what happened here, okay, is that we want to see also with the moving averages. So this is the 50 moving average. We can see that it's respecting it for now. We have the 20 moving average. Also, it will go towards that, and it's respected the 100 moving averages three times, one, two, three, and it's moved higher. And also, you can see how the candles were formating higher low every time, or lower high. Yeah, lower high, because it's on the higher, low, higher. Okay, I always made that mistake. My mentor always liked to correct me on that. So we have that, and then we have the 200 moving averages. So we need to see what will happen from that exit. If it will be in the zone of the 20 moving average, and somehow will respect that, it's an additional strong confirmation as well. Okay, and then we have the RSI. So here overbought, and as I mentioned before, I'm not too familiar on the RSI, but I will get myself familiar with it to make sure that I provide you more information of value to that. More or less, what I do see is basically on the side here, okay, on this side here, it's basically showing you if it was overbought or oversold. So it's telling you that it needs to be between the 70 and 30. When it's overbought, there is potential drop that will be coming, because it should be within the zone of that. Now on Nvidia, right, what we can see on Nvidia is that no, not here, sorry. On Nvidia, what we can see that it was well overbought, okay, and then like here you see it was well overbought, and as it dropped, it didn't really drop to the bottom as much until like way under the 50%. Once it came under the 50, it's actually had a bit more of correction, okay, but it's still very, very good. Okay, let's go back to our futures price. Okay, also, what actually I'm just reviewing here right now, what we will want to look at, it's the whole numbers, 1000, 1000 number, uh, 1100, and everything. So 1000, it's right here where is the 20-day moving averages. So it's not really will be as an additional confirmation for us, but if the moving averages of that 20 moving averages will be at $1,000, okay, and it will touch it and reject it, that's the reason that you can also see it's the moving average plus the whole number. Remember that it's psychological number, okay, and we can see also where our RSI will be. If it will be that it's selling off, like overbought, then we can expect a sell-off. Okay. And what you can also check one more thing. Okay, it's basically in which area we have the most type of range of range of selling. So in this range, we had way more selling. You can see the red is long, bigger, and in like a bit lower in this range, we had more buying than here. But in this range, we had more buying. So they most likely will want to bring it closer to this area, and then we need to see what comes up with the selling. So we need to review that from that angle. There was a lot more selling pressure here. Obviously, we can see that a lot more pressure. I'm also looking to get the footprint, but of other software, because I'm hearing that it's not as accurate as of yet. That's why also it's mentioning here that it's on the beta testing, and it's new to them, so it's not yet something that we're using on here. However, once it will be more like stronger and correct, then we will be able to get that here, and that's it. It will be easier. Will make trading easier. Okay, so this is what we got on here. If you have any questions, comments, compliments, we are welcoming everything in the comments below, and we'll be more than happy to assist in whatever it is to make sure that you are more profitable and better as a trader as a whole. So this is on our PL. At the moment, we have this alert. We wait that it comes to the zone, see what it does, and then we'll look for the next zone. And if the first one fails, then we can also find another support and resistance that is closer to this zone. So it will be somewhere in this area. So, okay, I can mark that right now. Okay, can be that one or that one even. Okay, so can be that or that, because we can see multiple of VIX very much respecting it and then breaking it below, and that's what it is. You already know the spiel. So let me know if you have any questions. We'll be more than happy to assist and share my wisdom that I'm learning from my mentor as well. So see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. My name is Avi Aronov, and can't wait to see your success in the trading world as well. Thank you.